break even trading crude oil for the first time in months actually today. What's going on, guys? Welcome on in for a recap. Here we go. So this will be really short. There really isn't much to this one. This was a bear flag setup on the 5-minute time frame. And if I dive into what I was looking at here on TradingView, at the time, well, not at the time, go back in time. And the reason why crude oil got me interested was because it was breaking underneath this volume node. And we know that price tends, not all the time, move a little bit more aggressively when we see less volume on the volume profile. And so I was like, okay, well, there's room down towards the 75 area. Not that this has to get there today, but I think there's room. So I like the bigger time frames aligning for a short. And then I dived into the smaller time frame and I saw weakness. I saw my setup and I pretty much just traded my setup on the breakdown right here, which if we look at this trade, I honestly, like, it was a good trade. Like, this should have made money as I look back at it now. It's just that if I dive into the actual execution here on the 25K account, the target was missed by literally a couple of cents. Like, I'm when I say 6 cents, like, it's actually, that's what it was. So here's I was looking for about a 1.5 to 1 risk reward with this, I guess, lower high as my resistance area or my my stop out point. Once it moved in my direction, I ended up going for a run. So I literally just didn't care. Like, I mean, I moved it to moved my stop loss to break even to my entry price, which was around 77.90 on this chart. And I literally was like, all right, like, let's go for a run, because it was more than halfway. I was targeting about $220 in profit. And at the time, I believe I was up approximately $130. And so I was okay, well, we got more than halfway there. Let's move our stop to break even like I always do on trades like this. And let's go. Either it's going to hit our target and we're good, or we're going to hit stop. And we ended up hitting stop loss while I was mid-run, which is funny. But it got so close to taking out, like, for profit. I really, it sucks that kind of happens, but it is what it is. I'm not like, it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. I haven't traded crude oil very, very much as of late, but this is the first time that I thought it was valid. And like I was saying on the live streams and stuff, that we're entering a time where I might tend to favor crude oil, Bitcoin, gold, and silver, S&P, NASDAQ, Dow versus individual stocks, just until we get past some of the earnings. Maybe for day trades, that might not be the case, but intraday, for swing trades, if I'm going to swing trade, it's definitely not going to be in a lot of stocks right now with earnings coming up for a lot of big names. So that's the recap. That's TradeZella for you. I have yet to do my Bitcoin recaps. There is trades in here. There's like a $200 profit trade in here that I haven't recapped. And then there's like a $90 partial profit that I haven't recapped yet. So those are coming. I'm waiting for the Bitcoin trade to close out, either hit my stop loss break even for the rest of it, or go to my target, and then we'll be out of it. But whenever that happens, it happens. So I'm waiting for that. We got about a week-ish left in July. But I have to say, like, as much as I wanted to pull my hair out, I felt like last week on Friday, with just like, I felt like nothing was working. I look at the stats, and I have to say it's pretty. I'm happy with I'm pretty happy with where we're at numbers wise. Like, I can't really complain that much. I think we can be more selective. I think we definitely have to be more selective in the month of August, but for sure, because I've not been very good during that month. But we'll recap that in July. I'll show you hopefully in July, if I remember. I'm going to go through my month by month for the past like year and a half now, and so we can kind of see, how I've done. This will be the second July of full tracking that I've like really been detailed about my tracking. So I don't have a ton of data, but I have also like what I remember from past years where I wasn't tracking. And I know August tends to be like a wishy-washy, choppy month where I tend to overtrade when there really isn't a lot of things to trade. So that's the plan. That's the update. I'll leave a link to TradeZella below where I track everything, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.